A tropical cyclone remains to our north. Meanwhile, windier weather is coming back to New Zealand. Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. I could already hear some of you through the screen saying to me, what do you mean the wind is coming back? It never left. I hear you, but we've got even more wind coming next week. But let's kick off with the current animated wind map. You can see Cyclone Rita briefly got up to severe category 3. It is out at sea, and we don't expect it to track a lot further south than that because of this block of high pressure. Wind shear is basically going to rip that storm apart over the next couple of days. But right now it is serious, one to watch, but it is likely to weaken as it drops a little bit further south. Then it's likely to move in and dump 200-300 millimeters of rain. Now let's have a look at the tracking. You can see there category 3, but it weakens back to 2 to 1 and then starts that curve in. It turns because of high pressure blocking it from going further south. Worth keeping an eye on, but at this stage doesn't pose a serious threat to Vanuatu, but obviously it'll bring in dangerous beach conditions and a lot of rain as well. So hopefully it doesn't stay any stronger than that, and it weakens back as it moves on in. For local updates, check the Vanuatu Met Service. Let's go back to New Zealand now, and as you can see, for Wednesday, the winds are picking up, and no, that's not what I was talking about. The wind is next week. We've got a special map to show you. But at the moment, that high pressure system that's blocking the cyclone remains over the North Island for Wednesday. Very warm, subtropical winds coming down, blustery winds in the South Island. Most places, if not all, are warmer than average. On Thursday, still warmer than average across most of the North Island, but that front moving in and weakening. It'll bring a few showers, but you can already tell that front's falling apart. So you'll get 5-10 millimeters if you're lucky. Otherwise, probably less than that. And in the eastern side, no rain is coming. You might get a spit, but it's likely to be unmeasurable. And by the time we get to Friday, a few showers, drizzle patches left behind. That's the southerly change. It's nothing much. It won't be a very wet day, but there will be just a couple of showers for those dry northern places. And our final map, at least for this week, shows the weekend one for Saturday. The high pressure still in the same place, a couple of afternoon downpours in the central plateau, and those subtropical warm northwest winds, they continue on. So we're definitely warmer than average. But I have one last map to show you. It is next Wednesday. Look at the size of that low. There's Australia. There's Australia. You can fit, that's offensive to point to New Zealand and say there's Australia. You could fit about 3 or 4 of those Australias into this area of low pressure. So the stormy stuff's down here, but it's going right past the Antarctic ice shelf. It's coming right up and into Australia. And we've got subtropical weather as well. So next week, very interesting week, very much spring still. It is not going to be a summer-like week next week, although some of you in the east and the very north, you're going to have very high temperatures. But yeah, we've got a big system coming next week. I think there'll be a few weather warnings issued as we go through next week. But that is all from me for today. We'll update you again on Wednesday with the latest on Cyclone Rita and the forecast for New Zealand.